Oh, that's cool. Yeah, these are it. These are the ones. These are the ones for sure. Why am I choking up? I think everything's coming all at once right now. But yeah, I chose mental health, and I partnered up with Mind to try and remove the stigma around mental health. You know, you may know my story, but for me, it wasn't a story. At some points, I hated it. So I was born in Nigeria, and my mom, she lived in Holland. The situation in Nigeria wasn't the best for myself and my sister, so we both went to Holland to stay with her. She was a single parent. She wasn't able to look after myself and my sister or provide. So she paid some months to get us over the borders. But when we got to London, I was 10 at the time, my sister was 11, 12. The lady just left us in the street and we was homeless. That first night, being left alone with me and my sister was definitely a turning point for me, because I felt like I had to grow up a little bit faster and I had to take that role and take responsibility for both of us. And when we went into care, you know, as we aged and grew older, I had to make sure that we stayed together and make sure I looked after her. And then once we aged out of foster care, you know, it was me and her, and nobody was gonna come and save us. Then American football came into my life. I found football really late. I found it when I was 21. My first experience and exposure to football was through the London Warriors. Prior to that, I didn't really have any exposure or notice of American football.
There might be no better international story, including Jordan Mailata's, than the one in Carolina right now. This guy's name is incredible. Efe Obada.
Feel pretty good today?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I remember that the day that I made the 53 for the first time. I walked into that building. There's a guy standing there, and if he approaches you, then you know you have to, you know, you're gonna get released. So I walked past him and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me. I was making eye contact with him, and I was walking very slow. And then I walked past him, and he didn't say anything. And then as soon as I got into the locker room, some teammates started congratulating me and saying, "Congratulations, you made a 53." Honestly, I was so happy. I started crying. But then the goalpost moved. One thing that definitely sticks out in my memory would be the London game. Being in America and having to, you know, fight and claw my way onto a team, and then full circle, being able to go back to the UK and then playing in front of my family and friends.
All right, listen, everybody knows what this day means to me, but forget all that, all right? Because we've been working hard, and our vision, what we were trying to get to, is bigger than this moment. It's bigger than what I even want. All right, I need everyone today. Family on three, all right? 1, 2, 3.
It changed the memories that I had of England and my experiences of England, because it was that of struggle, it was that of, you know, trying to overcome, and then now I'm back, and then it's like, you know, I'm a footballer, and I'm playing in front of families, and everybody's happy and proud of me, and now my name is associated with good, and you got people that don't even know wearing my jersey, and that was cool. You know, something that people may not know, but I stood in front of the whole team and I told my story. And for me, that was a huge milestone. I felt vulnerable, but I was able to share, and with that, it was very therapeutic for me. Ron Rivera, he gave me my start in this league, and he's probably seen me, and at times where I struggled with the media, I've struggled with, you know, I couldn't even make eye contact, and I would run away from my story and I would hide from it.
How long until you get used to having all these cameras and microphones?
I don't know. As you can tell, I'm not making eye contact with anyone. So I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this. Yeah.
But now I'm able to stand in front of a whole team and share that, and and even laugh about it, because I've dealt with these issues and they don't have that much of a hold on me. There's strength in sharing, there's strength in being vulnerable. There's nothing admirable about suffering in silence. There's nothing manly about it. Not everybody gets like a big breakthrough or becomes an NFL player, but ultimately, like, they're just don't give up. Like, you matter. Yeah, like, you matter. Just don't give up. Believe in yourself even when people don't believe in you. Just talking to someone goes a long way. It helps. So that's honestly why I chose this. It's the stage that I'm in right now in my life. It's something that I'm going through, and I think that it's something that is neglected, and I want to change the narrative, and I want to break that stigma around mental health.